What is going on, guys? Today we are looking at Gold Benzema. This was a requested review, so hopefully that guy does enjoy it. Shout out to you. And I'm interested because we've got his 91. We personally haven't done his 91 as of yet, so I haven't reviewed him. It was a little bit late at the time of when he came out, so I thought, you know what, we will kind of leave that one and we will wait for the next one, because more than likely he will get another, or at least a special different later on, so we will kind of try him there. It is a 91, and I think that one was coming in a little bit more pricey, 154k for that. We did use his inform, which was a 90, which is really good that they went with a 91 instead. That's coming in at 100k, whereas Benzema is now coming in at 26. We have bought him a long time ago for a club stock, whereas now today he's coming in at 26,000 coins. I don't know what it's going to be like after a couple of days, but at the moment he's up, so we may actually sell my one after this just to make some profit from him. But overall, he's had a decent run with him. We mainly used him for the Camavinga objective, because obviously you needed to score with a La Liga player, and at the time we didn't really have too many La Liga strikers, where he is a 4-star, 6'1", right-footed, and we have got finesse outside of the foot, leadership and team player on the traits, which is always nice. And obviously at the start of this game we've had the bulkier strikers, Benzema, Lukaku, as the two kind of dominant ones, do some really nice things. As the game progresses, we'll probably see them dip more and more until they get the big upgrades, the 91s, the 94s, the 95s. And Benzema is a class example for somebody who gets so many specials. Last year we got 4 informs, a player of the month, a headliner, and a 97 team of the season. The year before we got obviously 3 informs, 1 team of the year nominee, a team of the group stage, a player of the month, and again a 97 team of the season, and so forth and so on. We will kind of show that at the end, because he is known to get plenty of informs, because he has a decent goal record, to be honest. I think that is missed. I think he's been in the game for a long time, literally since FIFA 10. He is 33 years old, so he is definitely getting on a bit, but still absolutely banging it in La Liga. Let's jump into him. We'll see what he's all about, and I think we will go for the Hunter. No, is it Hunter Engine? I think Engine is the one we go for, with obviously his shooting already being pretty good. We then get the +5 on his pace. We also can get the 87 passing and 93 dribbling, making him into that sort of cam CF rather than a kind of out-and-out striker, somebody who's going to assist as well as score. So let's jump into him and see what Benzema can do. To Benzema's feet, always best to play off his feet. He really does thrive on that, rather than kind of really trying to hit it hard against him. He really can just be that player that you put in the ball and he'll kind of hold up as a striker. Oh, what is that? We wanted the pass forward to the right forward there, but unfortunately decided not to. To Benzema's feet, we've got Rudiger chasing, looking for that ball. There it is, into Mbappe, going for the shot, and Allen's going to come across nicely. But again, link-up play, Benzema's very good at that. And can we find the header from him? A little bit far out, but it doesn't matter. Benzema with an absolute cracking header past the keeper. Benzema's feet, little 1-2 with Mbappe, looking for that run from him. He keeps going. Can we find him on the little cross, get the chest? Get the volley, asking for a little bit much there, but I think he did well to kind of get that chest off. Obviously, the kind of strength for your players, you can almost guarantee that you can get a chest off and kind of keep the ball and then potentially go for an absolute masterpiece. Benzema doing absolute light work there. It's a stunning ball in, but Sidibe is going to unfortunately fall just a little bit short. Big header, doesn't manage to win that one, but the ball stays in our possession. Looking for Benzema to kind of hold on to, has the back of Rudiger, does win the ball back. Oh, getting the light dribbling out. He obviously has the finesse, so that is always a trait that's working. Little shimmy into little finesse. Good save, Ederson. Big header, has got to be winning that. Oh, and again, and Mbappe just tips it in nicely. Lovely from Benzema, lays him in. We're going to find Mbappe down the wing. Can we get a cross in? This guy's going to try it, little left foot, and he does get blocked by Rudiger in the way there. Lovely from Benzema, lays Mbappe down, absolutely solid play there. Little bit of shimmery from Mbappe, finds his room, there, can we get a left foot finesse this time? Nah, it's going to be a bit easier there for Ederson. He's going to find Benzema on the run there, double, finesse, Again, I don't know if the patch has actually happened, because I believe that has not necessarily completely blocked it, but definitely stopped the effectiveness of these long-range finesses. We'll have another couple attempts and see if that works. If not, we'll have to try and keep going into the box. Oh, even with the lag, he still holds on to the ball. He's got very, very good control on him. Really, really nice. Oh, we nearly get the pure strength past him there. Benzema coming across. Oh, it's a last-minute challenge, and again he nearly wins it back. It's one thing that I've really noticed, especially with the bulkier, kind of bigger strikers, they do tend to intercept a hell of a lot more. And yes, he is kind of like right in his face there, but normally you don't see that happen too much with the kind of more slimmer, faster strikers. Benzema winning it back, straight across goal, and thank you very much. 3-2 to JT. So going into the overall for Benzema then, like I say, he is not a bad striker. Yes, he is not going to necessarily last too long in terms of how effective he is now. He's great for objectives, and to be honest, the 91 rated is a nice little shout. 150k, I think the SBC is coming in with, 185 and 186. 87, that's the expensive part. So obviously the 87, still I think the market is relatively cheap for it. We're looking at 88 at 16,000. I want to say what's, so that everything's up by about a K or so. So the market is up a little bit, but I think that is natural. So if you want to get him now before the market potentially goes up even more, then obviously that is the shout. But I do think his 89 is just as good if you was just using him for the right now. Obviously, I think for me, Benzema's going to get plenty of informs, and as I was saying before, we kind of hit a point. So obviously during FIFA 09, 10, 11, 12, we didn't have any informs or specials. Then obviously they introduced the informs in 13 for, okay, this is going to be an interesting sort of theory. Then we obviously got International Man of the Matches. We then went back to informs, managed to get 4 this year. 17 actually being one of the worst years for him. 1 inform and that was it. Managed to get a couple of informs in 18. 19, again, this is where it kind of started, where specials upon specials, and I'm expecting this year to be exactly the same with incredible players of him. He's managed to get 9 goals, 7 assists in 8 matches with 2 subs. That is absolutely fantastic, and if he keeps doing that, as soon as he gets a brace, a hat-trick, anything like that, more than likely he'll get himself a 92 rated card, and so forth and so on. He normally is just that little bit away from getting himself a 99, which hopefully we do. Hopefully we do this year. I think we've got 98 as his highest, or is it just 97? I thought we had a 98 version of him, but it looks like literally 97 is all he's managed to muster. Hopefully we can see a 99 of him this year. It would be fantastic to see him reach them heights, because I think he's had the career and definitely the stats to put him up in that level. Obviously in this version, engine is a nice one to obviously get him into that sort of cam centre forward. You can obviously go all out hunter and hope that his kind of pace is good enough alongside his shooting. He has got relatively good strength on the base anyway, but I think with the passing and then obviously the dribbling as well, the control of him is absolutely fantastic. So I would probably say engine's going to be the better sort of stat for you. But overall, I think 26k is a little bit of a price. I don't know if that is purely for the fact that he has got a player of the month out right now, but if he does drop down to his normal sort of price of about 18 to 19k, I think most definitely he is worth the investment in just having him in your squad. Obviously French, got plenty of links in La Liga into other leagues, Premier League, Bundesliga, obviously Ligue 1, and even in the Serie A there is French players absolutely everywhere. But overall, in terms of a gold striker, because obviously that's where we wanted to try him out at, I would have to give him a solid 8.5 for right now. Literally within the next few weeks, we're going to see special centre-backs, left-back, right-backs, midfielders, who are going to make him virtually impossible to be as effective as right now. If it was kind of like FIFA 21 era, I'd probably give him like a 7 out of 10, purely for the fact that he has got the close control, the strength, even the shooting is very nice from distance. But in terms of his pace, his dribbling is just not good enough to go against the Virgils, the Rios, the Maldinis. There is just no way that Benzema can cope with that. Same with Lukaku. He is the same sort of player. Yes, he has a little bit more speed about him. He is still going to be far too bulky to beat these agile defenders as such. But for right now, I'm really enjoying him. I think he's a very good player. He definitely can do your objectives, and he's proved for Camavinga. 12 goals in 12 matches, still managed to absolutely bang it for me, and even in this one, still managed to get a hat-trick, which is always fantastic. So hopefully you did enjoy the video. If you did, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe, and I'll see you all for the next one. Peace.